Meteorologist Dylan Hudler and meteorologist Brian Slocum joining us here on the desk. Obviously, this event is still happening. The rain is still coming down, so we're not quite out of the woods just yet, Brian.
We're not. We're worried about where temperatures are headed for a little bit later in the day today. Conditions are certainly wet, and that could lead to some further issues down the road yet today. But so far, so good. We're cautiously optimistic that this is not going to be a major travel event, but again, don't let your guard down, especially when you're talking about temperatures that are hovering close to freezing. We're talking about parades a moment ago, so we'll lead with that. So we got 3 tonight, one in Wentworth. It's a mini parade in Wentworth, along with a whole host of holiday activities going on there at 5:30. Up in Rockingham County, Mebane and Asheboro have their parade to start at 7 o'clock tonight. Temperatures are hovering near freezing. And as Dylan mentioned earlier, the cloud cover that's in place and the fact that we don't warm that much today could keep things damp a little longer than we normally would. And then a lot of holiday parades tomorrow. In fact, there are a total of 20 parades just tomorrow. So they start at 10 o'clock in the morning in Graham and Yadkinville. Greensboro's got their big event, balloons and all. It starts at noon. I don't think we'll have any wet weather in the area. Temperatures will be in the 40s, so it will be relatively cool. Winston-Salem, kind of the headliner for the evening. That's a 5 o'clock parade, addressed for relatively dry weather and temperatures in the mid-40s. Speaking of dry weather, we're drying out some. We're not done yet. Rain in the area has been most prevalent, especially along and south of I-40. Along and north of there, we've seen sleet mixing in from time to time, really north of I-85, truth be told. And where you're seeing the snow on the radar, it's been snowy of late. About 4:30 this morning, we saw a changeover from a rainy mix to more of a snowy mix up that way along the Virginia border. But notice how we're starting to see spottier activity out in our western counties. There is some dry air trying to work its way in. And for all intents and purposes, that is starting to wind down the steadiest of the precipitation that's fallen overnight. And a lot of folks have not seen a flake yet and probably will not at this point moving forward. Even though radar is showing that, the radar is trying to use its algorithms to kind of suss out the precipitation type. Where it's showing snow over Guilford County, there may be a few wet snowflakes mixed in there. But so far it's been mainly sleet, rain and sleet mixed together. Farther west, we've seen a whole mixed bag of precipitation, even some light snow falling in some of our mountain communities. Temperatures, though, are still coming down. Right now, we're hovering in the mid-30s. Once the precip starts to exit, or at least becomes a little spottier, we could see temperatures in a few locations, even across a triad, fall into the mid-30s. We need to dry the air out in order for that to happen. Dew points, especially Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Burlington, and south. This is the dew point. I talk about this in the summertime a lot. It's a good number to help gauge how humid it is outside. But in the wintertime, we use it to see how low the temperatures can fall. Wherever this number is, this is our temperature floor, okay? It can't really drop below this. You can't have a temperature lower than the dew point temperature. So when that's sitting at 34 and 35 degrees, that's as cool as it can get now. So from this standpoint, we're looking at maybe a few wet snowflakes mixing in here and there at the end of this, but it's been mainly a cold rain. Rain and sleet mixing in with a few wet snowflakes, been more of a snowy mix with some very light accumulation across many of our northern areas. But we are still under a winter weather advisory. That goes in place until noon for Triad counties, 1 o'clock for our North Carolina, Virginia border counties, the foothills as well as the mountains today. Once we get past that point, it should start to dry out enough where we start to see improvements in travel conditions. But this morning, while it's very wet outside and temperatures are falling through the mid-30s, we still are concerned about travel. Let's bring in meteorologist Dylan Hudler to talk more about that and get us through the rest of today. We got a very busy holiday weekend coming up, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding, right? Mother Nature, she just has a way with timing. Right before the weekend, we're getting some messy, cold weather through here. Travel impacts, I'd say, fairly spotty this morning and confined to the northern and western parts of our area. As Brian showed you with radar, the bulk of the moisture starting to move out, starting to exit our area to the east. So expect the stray snowflakes and sprinkles or light showers to become much more intermittent over the next few hours. By 8, 9, 10 o'clock this morning, most folks are wrapping up with this through the rest of the day. We may have a stray sprinkle lingering through lunch, but Friday afternoon and evening, overnight, all looking dry. But notice how we keep the cloud cover and temperatures stay cold. Any roads or bridges, sidewalks, steps, things like that stay damp could potentially refreeze as temperatures drop. We're going to stay cold with highs in the 30s and some mostly cloudy skies today. So black ice is certainly possible here or there. Not a widespread issue, but dress for a cold winter day with a bit of a breeze in that cloud cover. Today, tonight, and into Saturday morning, certainly worth keeping an eye out for a couple black ice patches across parts of the area, especially north and west, where they've seen a little more of that rain-snow mix and temperatures are colder. Highs are back in the 40s this weekend. We'll watch for some wet, maybe wintry weather, especially up in the mountains Sunday and into Monday. And that winter chill continues. Mornings below freezing and highs in the 40s all the way through early next week.